wrote this, I don't know what year, but I was listening to a lot of Segovia records. I listened to a lot of classical music when I was young. I got older. I was in New Zealand. I bought a 5 CD set of Segovia. And I bought this, you guys don't know how old Segovia is, but I bought this 5 CD set back to San Francisco and realized that I listened to it. I was like, I don't know how to play guitar. This is a fucking guitar player. So anyhow, I'm not classically trained or any of that. I was fundamentally, I'm a steel string guitarist trying to be a nylon string guitarist, but I was just so moved and, you know, went through this phase where I was just obsessed with Andre Segovia. And so I made this album called Admiral Felt Promises. It was based on just, not based on anything, it was just very influenced. Brainwashed. Whatever, what's the difference, right? It just depends on which side you lean on. If it's something you don't like to hear, they were brainwashed. If it's something you like to hear, oh, they were influenced. So I was influenced by this Segovia album, pleasantly brainwashed by it. And I started to play guitar differently. I bought this Ramirez nylon string guitar, which well, I won't get into the story about Segovia and Ramirez, but he's the guy that put Ramirez on the map. Anyhow, I wrote a song, and there's one I wrote called Third and Seneca. Right, and I wrote it, it's all, you know, it starts off, it's all based right up around the corner. I used to come up here and I used to stay at the Seattle Hotel. It was called, I don't know if it's still there, it was at Third and Seneca. And I really don't give a fuck about media and all the media stuff. The stuff that really irked me, though, is just like the stuff that you just shouldn't really care about at all. But apparently, I put this record out, and then, you know, I peaked. I peaked at the reviews. And it's just like one thing goes out, and they all pick it up, and the press was that. I didn't know this. I've been living in San Francisco since the late 80s, but apparently there's a Third and Seneca in San Francisco. So it just went down as, for the small amount of people who follow what I do, it went down in history that I wrote it about Third and Seneca in San Francisco, which I don't have any idea where that location is. It's actually there. Another thing that really irked me about this review, and she's my friend, her name's Khaki King. She's this amazing guitarist. But full disclosure, she was influenced by me. Okay, all the open tuning stuff she does, like I saw her early on, and she came with me, oh my God, my cousin, oh my God, like you're the reason that. Well, anyhow, so then my Segovia influence record came out, and they said it was Khaki King inspired. I'm like, give me a fucking break. Anyhow, I love Khaki. She's amazing. If you haven't seen her, I don't know she's amazing. So there's worse comparisons. But the truth is, she was influenced by me. And so was Jose Gonzalez, by the way. And that kid was 16 years old. At 16 years old, that guy was stalking me around Scandinavia. This guy, he's stalking me. At 16 years old, what's that you putting on the neck of your guitar? It's called a capo. 16 years old, this little Spanish guy, how are you not going to recognize him in Sweden? So this Hispanic guy, it's Scandinavia, but he was a big fan. Years later, many years later, because he's bigger than me now, it just happens. Death Cab for Cutie, by the way, used to open for me too. So did the Shins. Their first U.S. tour was open for me. And then things just happen, and a movie like Garden State comes out, and then they're just like, fuck you, we don't have room on our guest list. And you're like, but you guys opened for us. And they're like, but you didn't even watch our band when you opened for us. It's this whole thing. Anyhow, I don't even know where I was going with this. Except to say, I'm not a rat. I'm not a fucking rat. But I've been to this venue once. I've been to this venue, I'm going to say mid-2000s. I came and I saw a solo acoustic guy. And I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not a rat. But this guy talked the entire time on stage and played a song once in a while. And Ben Gibbard, who's not here tonight, I went back to my fucking hotel back when the computers were that deep in the lobby. I was like, I just saw this fucking guy with this fucking ego that went up to this guy talking the entire time on stage. And I was like, if I ever play that place, I don't want to be that guy. And here I am being that guy. It just fucking happens. But anyway, I'm gonna try this. It's complicated because I'm doing stuff I honestly I'm not qualified to do.